It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got a much-anticipated rematch of last year's NFC title game. It's the Lions and the Cowboys on Monday night.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on Monday night. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number 1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
On second down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the Lions' 41-yard line.
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That's complete to Elliott. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion, Lamb. On 2nd down, it's Dak. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He fumbled the football. The Lions have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Here's Jack Fox now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Oh, he shanked it. Headed straight for the sideline. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
In motion, Lamb. On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Prescott now. That's to Ferguson once again. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A give. Here's Dillon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Prescott. And that'll be batted down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down, a pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Lions first down.
They'll run with Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Lions are out to an early 3-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Tyler Smith, guilty on that one. So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State.
Draw play to the running back. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Catch is made by Wright. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. On 1st down, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Now Gibbs. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the 1st down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Williams in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. Open man is the tight end right. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
First down, Lions.
Throwing, Goff. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now, Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will open up a 9-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring them down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. To throw is Dak. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll throw again. Dak. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Prescott again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. He's got his man right side. It's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Again, Prescott to the air. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make...
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A big loss on the
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with first and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. This defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 7. 1st down, Detroit.
Goff to throw. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He was defended by Devon Bland.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 22
That's
yards.
catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. A toss left side, caught by his running back. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Pass interference. Defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Now Prescott. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. To throw is Goff. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Xavier Worthy, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jameis Winston, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Jordan Love, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7. Here's Prescott. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the move left, it's Dillon. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way home. A.J. Dillon, touchdown Cowboys. It's his third touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will cut it to a 2-point lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. From the gun, here's Gibbs.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
They bring their tight end right. A second down throw for Goff. Catch is made by Wright. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
17 yards. First down is right.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense and running back A.J. Dillon making their way back out there. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. First down throw there is incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A handoff to Dillon running left. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Made at the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It's another go with Dillon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Right back to Dillon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Prescott now. There's Ferguson, the tight end. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. The open man is Tolbert.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's going to keep it himself. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, here's Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Prescott. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Here's Williams on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. One of the tight ends motions right. On first down, it's Goff. No chance at all. He'll go down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Goff to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Williams in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down, Lions.
Throwing, Goff. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Lions will take the lead here in the third quarter.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. First play of the drive, and here's Dillon. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Dillon. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. Third and a yard. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs.
Holding offense.
That's on the veteran, Frank Ragnow, at center. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Goff. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Throwing is Prescott. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Dak to throw, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, Goff. He gets this complete to Mitchell. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A carry here for Montgomery. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Here now, a toss to Montgomery. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now a give up the middle. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. 2nd and 7. Goff to throw. A throw here, right side. Falls incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Quarterback did everything in his power on that play, Mike, except get the ball out of his hands. I like the aggressiveness of maintaining the ball and trying to get something downfield. But after you break the initial sack attempt, that ball's got to come out. Do not give them another hit on you, and definitely don't take a sack.
Here's the Lions punt team now. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Out of his own end zone, Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it. It's Dillon. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. A give. Here's Dillon. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Prescott again.
Prescott sacked by Makai Bingo.
So you decide to put the ball on the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
At the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. The speed on display. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the
From the gun, it's Goff. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, they go with Dillon. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle.
Number 21, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here's Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Prescott. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much, and that should wrap this one up.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. One more time for Montgomery. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Montgomery. And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Arlington.